friends, welcome to testingshala YouTube channel. In this video, we will be focusing on what is all about test automation strategy. So I'm going to talk in detail about test automation strategy in this video. Before moving to know about more about test automation strategy, if you have visited testingshala YouTube channel for the first time, then please click on subscribe and bell notifications so that all our future videos will be in your inbox as and when we publish our new videos. Let us move on and understand to know about what is all about test automation strategy. So basically the test automation strategy is nothing but similar to the test strategy which outlines here it is purely outlines a test automation approach. So if you think about normal test strategy, there we will be defining overall strategy for both manual testing as well as for automation. But for test automation strategy, we will be focusing morely on test automation approach. How we are going to do our test automation for a given application or given to the given project or to the product release, and what is the organization goals or objectives, right? So basically every organization will have their own objectives and goals in order to meet their automation strategy, and they wanted to bring 50% automation, or they wanted to bring 90%, or they wanted to bring as much percentage as possible. And also they are looking different kinds of return of investment for these strategies, right? Hence the test automation strategy is completely relying on how much company can invest, what is their agenda, right? What is the organization strategy? Everything will come into picture, and the same thing needs to be defined as part of your test automation strategy. And basically you will be defining every aspects what you will be performing as part of the test automation to meet that organizational objectives. That is what we are going to define in a test automation strategy. Basically you will have three items on a very high level. One is the detailed way of doing a test approach. We will be calling out what is our way of doing a test approach, what is our way of handling the test automation, and what is the organization objective in terms of bringing in automation, and also what are the different activities we will be performing as part of the automation strategy to meet that organizational objectives, to meet the quality conditions defined in the organization objectives. So these are the top three high level things will be there as part of test automation strategy. So let us move on and understand in detail about test automation strategy. What are the ingredients of test automation strategy? The test strategy will definitely will have resource requirement. First of all, we should clearly define what is the resource requirement. Resource can be human being, it can be machines, or it can be environments and so on, right? So we will be defining resource requirement. It could be in terms of testers, senior tester, leads, managers, who all be required to bring this automation journey in your organization based on organization objectives. That is very crucial, that we have to clearly define. You should not do a automation without having proper strategy. So you should bring the right strategy in terms of the human resource which is required to perform or to bring test automation. The second aspect is, okay, we brought in so many resources, and what is their roles and responsibilities? Who is going to do this test automation? Who is going to take a responsibility of this test automation? That needs to be clearly defined and called out, because At the end of the day, someone should own this activity, someone should deliver this activity. Hence, the clear bifurcations of roles and responsibilities of this test automation needs to be clearly called out in this test automation strategy. Then you should also do some analysis with the existing resources or onboarding resources just to see, because we are bringing a test automation strategy, right? And we should also assess, is there any skill gaps is there, whether resources, existing resources, they just know only manual testing, and do we really required to train the new resources, or whatever the tools we are going to procure, or we are going to do analysis or assessment of a new tool, will that require any new skills to be bring to these resources. And the second is, so whatever the things we just discussed till now is purely for the resourcing perspective, purely an human resource perspective. Then let's talk about the automation tools. What are the different automation tools we will be trying to bring in, right? One is, if the organization doesn't have any tools to the moment, then we should bring a tool selection strategy, and you should put a pipeline of tools which is going to be evaluated for your application or to your product. And you should also bring a selection criteria, and you should do a POC for each tool, and based on that assessment, the recommendation should also be brought into the leadership notice. And also, you should also look into the test on test environments. So what are the different test environments are required to bring the test automation, right? And also, we should also talk about how we are going to handle the test data, because when we are running test execution overnight, day in, day out, right? Test data maintenance is becomes a very crucial part of test automation. So that's where we should clearly define what is your strategy. What is your strategy in the test automation space? That is also be clearly called out as part of your strategy. And also, you should also call out what is your way of working in automation. What is the kind of automation framework you will be bringing? Will you bring a modular framework, or you will be bringing a data oriented framework, or a hybrid framework? You should clearly call that out on what time, what phase you are trying to bring in the different kind of automation framework that would bring a lot of efficiency in your automation, and lot of efficiency in the maintaining of your automation. And also, as I was saying, you should also call out how you are going to create test cases, how you are going to run these test cases, and how you will be maintaining these automation scripts over the long run. So these are the some of the things you should clearly articulate as part of this test automation strategy in terms of tools perspective. Then also you should call that out or perform a risk assessment, because you are trying to bring a new set of organizational objectives. Against that organization objectives, you should also call that out. What are the risks are there? You should perform a risk assessment for each activity. Either it could be human resource, or is there any skill gaps, automation tool selection, environments, framework, you name it. For every risk which you are going to assume, then you should bring an assessment plus how you are going to mitigate that risk. That needs to be clearly called out as part of your test automation strategy. I'm hoping you're able to clearly visualize. You're able to clearly visualize what is high level the test automation strategy would look like, right? And what are the ingredients of this test automation strategy? So let us understand what would be the benefits we will be getting out of this test automation strategy if we are going to execute in a right manner, in a right way. So bringing this test automation strategy in an effective manner that would improve your quality of the product or an application which you are going to test and deliver it, and also efficiency of the entire process of testing is also going to be improved. That is the first benefit of test automation strategy. The second benefit, obviously, because we are bringing a automation that is going to save time and efforts, an increase in test coverage because we are doing execution day in, day out, and there is a scope of increase in the test coverage because of we are doing execution in different machines, different browser combination, different operating systems in an automated fashion. Hence, the test coverage is also increases, and also because we are bringing an automation that is going to reduce the manual testing efforts, and that is also going to be speeding of our entire process of testing and also in terms of executions. So these are the very key benefits of test automation strategy. I am hoping now, just to recap, what all the things we learn as part of this video is what is all about test automation strategy, what are the ingredients of a test automation strategy, and what is the benefit we get out of test automation strategy. I'm hoping this video about test automation strategy was really useful for you guys, and if you really like this video, please click on like button, and if you would like to provide any feedback about this video, or if you would like to bring any different thought views or different thought process regarding test automation, then please comment it so that other viewers as well get the benefits of your comments, and we'll also try to incorporate those feedbacks in our coming videos. If you have visited Testingshala YouTube channel for the first time, then please click on subscribe and bell notification. If you are not subscribed till to our channel, please click on subscribe and bell notification so that all our future videos will be in your inbox as and when we publish our new videos. So we'll catch up in our next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.